Hello, every single person watching this video right now, and even that one dog watching it. What's up, little buddy? Let me go down the list. Baby yams, check. Squids, check. The poor redirected souls, check. The people that click dislike without watching the video, check. Okay, we're all here. Today, I'm gonna drop some heavy knowledge about motorcycles and the hobby of motorcycling. These are things that you've either heard or thought about or unsure whether they're facts or myths. Here are 7 things you should know about motorcycles before you get going with them. Number 1, you will not get girls with a bike. When you first come up with the idea of riding a motorcycle, one of your friends, coworkers, or even your creepy Uncle Ted is going to say, bro, you are going to get so many girls with a bike. What you're actually going to get is a lot of guys that come up to you and talk smack, tell you boring stories, or try to waste your time. No matter what bike you have, someone is going to come by and knock your bike. If you're sitting on a converted, now street legal Ninja H2R, someone's going to tell you that bike is slow as hell. Sitting on a Turbo Busa, should have gotten a ZX14. Sitting on a Ducati, they'll tell you were too poor for an MV Agusta. It is never ending. They'll even tell you that you should have gotten something bigger. 300, couldn't handle a 600. A 600, why is a liter bike too big for you? They just won't shut up, so ignore them. As for the girls, feminine dudes, whatever, there won't be any. Seriously, the closest thing you'll get to a girl looking at your bike is the female car hop from Sonic or a female rider envious of your bike. She won't care about you, my dude. Nah, forget you. She wants the bike. Considering she knows how to ride, she's not going to care about you at all. Now, there is a flip side to this. If you're a female rider and you get on a bike, dudes are going to be simping and standing and dying for you literally IRL and on the internet. I swear to God, anytime I see a female avatar in my YouTube comments, it's only a matter of time until the comments come in from simps trying to somehow hook up with them. If you're a female rider, get ready because you will get a lot of attention of dudes calling you a unicorn, simping for you, and being super weird about the fact that you own a vagina and have a motorcycle. It's bizarre. Now, do you know what else you shouldn't care about? Your old leather wallet. Oh, how long have you had that thing, my man? Ridge has you covered with their sleek 2-piece wallets connected with an elastic band. Check them out because they only want you to carry the essentials available in titanium, carbon fiber, aluminum. They look sick, and there's tons of styles and colors and one that you're sure to love. The Ridge has over 30,000 5-star reviews for people just like you that switched over to their minimal approach to carrying. With a lifetime warranty, you'll be sure to love it. If not, free returns. I personally use a Ridge wallet myself, and because I don't carry any cash and just have a couple cards, it is pretty awesome and really easy to use. Make sure to use the code Yammie Noob at checkout and get yourself 10% off. All orders come with free worldwide shipping. Hit the link down below, check out Ridge, and use the code Yammie Noob to get 10% off. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's video and making sure you know these things about motorcycles. Let's go! Number 2, it's more expensive than you think. Get a bike, they said. It's cheaper, they said. It saves on gas and is all around better, they said. No, and no. Bikes are really deceiving. They're only physically smaller. Sure, even 3.5 gallons of premium gas is under $15, but everything else is still more expensive than you think. An engine that displaces 1 liter still takes about 3 quarts of oil. It's not the cheap stuff you find at a gas station either. No, motorcycles have all special little things about them. Your mileage intervals are the same, with changes required between 3,000 and 5,000 miles as well for that oil. That might be 1 season or 1 month depending on how you ride, but it's the same price as a car's oil change for half the volume. Tires, they are not cheap either. Although the front tire is always the cheaper of the two, the rear is killer, with the price even $50 more than the front. Heck, you may have not even spent this much money for your car's tires. A set of 4 Otsu tires cost roughly $200. That's 4 tires. A set of Michelin's going on your bike, you're looking at $260 probably. Makes you think twice, huh? How about that rear tire that's probably only going to last you 6,000 miles or so on the back of your Gixxer? Ouch. Get ready to feel the world of pain in your wallet over and over again. And speaking of tires, you probably have to take them to someone to get it swapped out as well. That's another $50 if you're lucky. But it's all good, at least you'll be riding. A word of advice, if you keep your bike outside, at least cover it. When you let your bike sit uncovered, rain, condensation, and everything else will begin to rust out components faster, which means you'll be doing more maintenance sooner. Just a small tidbit for the baby yams who have rusted chains. Number 3, you'll buy more gear faster than you think. All you're doing is sitting down and riding, so your gear is good forever, right? What could go bad? If I don't crash, it's gonna be great. Wrong. Even when your boots contact your levers, especially your shift lever, it's going to begin to wear out. I don't even know how many people ride in sneakers because they wear out in literally a week or so. Heavy leather, such as combat boots or work boots, will wear out in a couple months. You will have a worn out mark in your leather that might even become a hole soon. For your gloves, the palms will fray and tear. All you're doing is grabbing grips, but you're repeatedly doing it. It's going to wear out even the best leather. Your jackets are fine unless they're 100% leather and you get caught in the rain a lot. You might need to hydrate those bad boys. Leather isn't waterproof and the dye will run out of it. Find a good pair of riding boots and stop tearing through other footwear. Helmets. You probably thought, come on, that's a one and done, right? But then you realize, just like bikes, you can't really have just one. Maybe you start on a helmet intended for commuting and then you realize you really like staying fully tucked and you're starting to do track days. Now you want a track-only helmet, a track suit, and holy crap, there goes thousands of dollars. There's no stopping it. Maybe a company dropped a special edition with awesome graphics and now it's the time to update your gear and you want that helmet. You might as well keep a separate savings account for your bike's maintenance and gear that you need, or keep it all in your Ridge wallet. Click the link down below. Number 4, you're always going to want another bike. Always. If you think you finally have your dream bike, you are absolutely wrong. When it comes to two-wheeled fun, one is never enough. If you start out on sport bikes, you're gonna get the itch to do a track day. Once you get to the track, you're gonna want a track-dedicated bike. Oh, it's rough, I know, trust me, I have 11 motorcycles right now. And then you're going to have a track bike that needs 90% of the upgrades of the street you don't want to ride anymore until, what's that? A supermoto. Yep, something else is gonna catch your eye and sway your emotions about how you feel about types of bikes. Maybe you even let your cruiser buddy ride your R6, so you take his fat boy for a ride, and god damn it, now you want a Harley because you want to cruise on it, and then you try out some dirt boy stuff, and you start getting a dirt bike, then you want an adventure bike. It never ends. Number 5, your number of near-death experiences will triple. If you're the kind of nice driver in a car that doesn't see a whole lot of road rage, well, good on you. That's exactly how you should be conducting yourself on the road. As soon as you swing a leg over a bike, it's gonna start. People won't see you. They'll look at you and acknowledge you they're in the lane they want to be and then try to sideswipe and kill you. For the experienced motorcyclist, this is normal. We know how to deal with this, and we just keep riding. It happens more often than not, and for those of us that record our experiences, it's always one of the great highlights. Hell, we all have a highlight reel of our near-death experiences and possibly a list of license plates too. Just kidding. Maybe. Or not. I wouldn't be surprised if someone I knew actually almost killed me while I was riding. Besides traffic trying to kill you, well, comes yourself. Riding a motorcycle can be a near suicidal experience at times. I'm not trying to be morbid, just honest. There are going to be incidents where you say to yourself, how did I not just die? And those incidents will all be because you went to push yourself a little too harder or you weren't paying attention. Either way, you're going to misjudge a corner at some point, or lane split, or even brake too hard and possibly go down. It's all part of riding. You'll get used to it. Number 6, meteorology. Did you ever want to learn how to predict and forecast the weather? Well, now that you have a bike, you will. That M endorsement on your license counts for meteorology as well. You will always check the weather and try to make excuses on how you can commute to work, even if it means avoiding the rain by riding 15 minutes longer. You will know exactly when the first drop has fallen, 30 minutes after when it's safe to ride, and then know exactly where it's headed to on your radar. If your phone says it's going to rain at 2 p.m., you're still riding just because you get out at 5. Seriously, my dudes, things will get so out of hand that no one is going to ask Janet in accounting about the weather anymore. They're going to come to you. If you walk into work all proud with your helmet in your hand and your jacket on, well, guess what? All of your coworkers will know it's not going to rain today. Except Karen. She'll still tell you there's a 10% chance of rain and remind you about those TPS reports. Come on, Karen, no one cares. Get out of my face. Number 7. They scare us, but no one talks about it. Okay, no one really admits about how absolutely freakishly fast a lot of motorcycles are. They just don't. They want to seem tough. They got an ego. When you're trying to get involved, people will say, yeah, it's fast, or yeah, I've been 180 on my bike before. They won't even blink. What people don't admit is that deep down, it scared the ever-living crap out of them at one time, but that's a fear that we like. When you take your first real ride on a 600cc or bigger sport bike and actually feel the bike go from about 0 to 60, you're going to think that you're warping between time and space. Maybe it feels like you're about to fall off, or you can't let go of the throttle because you're holding on so tight. It will probably scare you. It will be at this moment that you understand why so many advocate for a twin-cylinder bike with 500 cc's or less to start on. Now, I'm not saying this will be every single time, but the first few times you really get to feel why they call them crotch rockets will be the gateway to the addiction. The sheer power will suck your guts to your spine, and you'll be holding on because you don't want to fall off, and you will think, how do they just sell these things? As scared as you may be, heck, you might even let off the throttle before redline. It'll probably put a smile on your face. If you're new, you know the potential your bike has, and return to that level of power when you're ready. For those that are experienced, it'll never be enough. The perfect blend of fear and adrenaline is why we chase bigger and faster bikes. Now, That's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Is everyone quarantined or trying to outrun the virus? Please stay safe out there, guys. Please follow the CDC's guidelines and warnings. This is serious stuff, and I want you all to enjoy dank nooners without the need of a ventilator. Thanks for all the support. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Fact: when you look at something, your eyes visually distort the incoming images, but your brain reassembles the images so you see clearly instead. Thanks, brain. Goodbye.